happening, guys? Right, no fishing again, as you can see. We are in my gaff. Right, today's, as you've seen from the title, is all about Trident tackle. Now, I know most of it now has been out, the rotor clip and this other little clip thing that I found in this bag that I've just lost. It's been out for a while. There's already loads of videos on YouTube about it. You probably don't need to see another one. But you're watching it, so you're going to watch it. This is my opinion. And also the new bits came out. Well, it didn't come out today, but I got hold of them today. I don't know how long they've been out. I couldn't tell you. Probably should have looked it up, but I didn't. Get that off. So we've got the Trident tackle pulley bead thingy majiggy. Don't know its proper name because it didn't look. We've also got the bait clip, which is called the roto clip, robo clip, whatever you want to call it. That's that. This other little clip that goes with that, because you have to have that to make that work. I'll explain all. And these new little things, which are the Trident Hangovers. They're not beads because they're clips. I suppose they're beads, whatever they are. Anyway, right. So we're going to start off with my honest opinion of what I think. So for me, rig wise, if I'm fishing using a rig, I will make my rigs saying in fact, I'll get one out in a minute, I'll show you. All my rigs in my rig wallet are made up with a breakaway imp on the bottom. Every single one, even if it doesn't clip down, they've all got a breakaway imp on the bottom because I use a breakaway imp as my lead clip. Now these rotor clips look fantastic. They're great little pieces of kit. They're a bit chunky, but I ain't worried about that. They hold the hook in really well. They feel nice and smooth when you're moving them. So now this is my rig. Forget that there's no hooks or snoods on it. This is my rig. I've now got it out, put bait on. It's clipped to my main line. I want to put my lead on. To put my lead on, you have to pull that little piece of metal out, and then your lead clips on there. But I can't pull that piece of metal out because I've tied it on. So it's no good. So I now have to cut my line, cut through my knot. Notice I'm using scissors and not the gunners. Yeah. Then you can pull it through. As you can see, that little piece of metal completely disappears into there. So then you can pull it through to put your lead on. Which, when these first came out and I mentioned it on Facebook, people didn't agree with me. In fact, I got a bit of abuse about it. But each to their own. It is what it is. But to me, it don't work. That's not, for me, that's not right. So now I can then tie this back on my rig. So on and so on. So that's now tied on. But then when I come to the end of the session, I need to then cut that back off, snip that off, so I can take my lead off, so I can put my lead back in the lead bag, and then then what am I going to do with this? Tie it back on the rig to put it back in my rig wallet? No. So to use this, you have to buy this. Well, that's a lie. You can use any clip you want, but if you're going to buy that, you might as well buy that. So when you're making your rigs, this now attaches. This is now your weight clip. Let's try this on, just video purposes and all that. Which, alright, this sits in. I didn't think it did, but this sits in it quite nice. Top tip: if you're using breakaway leads, like I'd like to, that is a good knot puller. In any clip, hook, whatever, get hold of both, pull it tight. Hang on, because that's going to annoy me. You should lube these up as well, but because I'm not using it for fishing, I'm just doing it for demonstrative purposes. Pull all three. That actually sits in that clip, that knot. Let me just cut that tag end off because it looks neater. That really does sit in there quite nicely, to be fair. Which I didn't think it would, but it really does. So I've got to give it its due. It does. Right, so now that's clipped on there. I can put my lead on. As like so. Like so. Push that back in there. That's like that. And then now I can just clip this on the rig. So yeah, that's fine. And then to take it off, I just unclip that with the rotor clip and then take that off. But to be fair, the reason I don't like having to do that as well, the reason I've got a bit of a problem with it is you've got to buy two things. Whereas with an Imp or a Gemini Splashdown, as much as I don't like them either, you can just tie it straight to your main line. You don't have to have 2 clips. It's just more stuff on the end of the rig that I think it's unnecessary to keep using. You could go on and on and on, and there'd be a line of clips a foot long. Okay, they are very cheap. For what they are, they're very, very cheap. They're cheaper than any bait clip on the market. I don't know how much they are, because I didn't look. And I'm not really bothered, but I just know they're cheaper. But to me, 2 clips, there's no need for 2 clips. We could have just made it 1. All Trident had to do is make that bit of metal just that little bit longer, so that I could tie it straight to my main line, and I wouldn't have no need. There would have been no need for this clip whatsoever. So, alright, understand. They've made something else. They need to sell it. It is what it is. But yeah, like, no massive dramas. It's a good little clip. It does what it says on the tin. It's well made. I can't really fault it, apart from what I've just explained. So that's that. Let's cut that off. Get rid of them. The pulley bead, I can't see me really using it, to be honest, because that's how it works. How does it work? That goes like that. I'm sure it's a figure of 8. I don't really know how it works. I don't really care how it works. I don't like it. No, I don't know. I'm confusing myself. It's because I'm dying of coronavirus, but... there we go. There we go. So that goes through there. It goes through a figure of 8. I'm sure it does. If I'm wrong, then I'm sure someone will slag me off. But so that goes through like that. And that is now... Yeah, that's it. And that's now the pulley bead. Yeah, it's good. It pulls both ways, feeling it. There's a bit of tension there. And I think with a lead and a fish on there, I don't think it'd pull through as much as if you just... I don't understand what has to be a figure of 8. I'm not sure what the process is with that. But again, it's nice and strong. It's pretty well made. It don't look like it'll fall apart when you're casting it. So yeah, fair enough. But again, this is no good to me. It's not my cup of tea. But I'm not slagging it off. I'm just saying this is my opinion, guys. My opinion. Right. So for the new tackle that they've just brought out, the new thing that's just been released is the Trident Hangover. It's not a clip. It's not a bead. I suppose it is a clip. Anyone that this is solely for me. It's been brought out for up and over rigs. Now I don't use up and over rigs, so I'm not going to make one because I don't like making rigs. They're boring. If you want to see one, the best place to go, Michael C. Angling, because I'm pretty certain he's got a video that's just come out or will be just coming out on how to make that rig as well. If he hasn't, Mike, you better make it because I've just made you look a right twat if you haven't. Excuse my language. Right, so how this works is you crimp this on like this. There's a crimp, then a spring, and then one of these little beauties. These I think are brilliant. I very rarely use up and over rigs because I use a fish under rig, so I don't really need to. Because they all do the same thing. They'll fish on the bottom with a nice long trace at the bottom. But yeah, a lot of people that do, and these will be fantastic. So if you can imagine, this is the bottom of the line. Hang on, let's tie that down there. So bottom of your rig is there with your lead. Your up and over clips there. You have a snood coming from the bottom of the rig here. So you have a snood comes out of there. It goes right out. So it goes from there up and over and clips back down to your rotor clip or your imp or whatever you want to use. And then your piece of line that the up and over sits just in this little slot. Now you're not going to be able to see it because I guarantee my phone ain't focusing because it's a pain in the rear end. So then your line sits in there. The reason for the spring, in case people didn't know, is just for tension. Just so when you cast, the spring takes a shock. So it doesn't stretch your main line, and it doesn't stretch your snood line, so that the line is always intact. So obviously it's better for the fish. So the spring just takes a shock. Now in this little pack, I'm sure Mike said they were £2.50. You get 12. So you get 12 springs, 12 clips, beads, whatever you want to call them, and I suppose 12 crimps. But I think, for value for money, I think that's brilliant. Because you get everything you need with it. You haven't got to go out and buy a packet of springs as well, and then you haven't got to go and buy crimps. It all comes in one bag. And these ones are green, sea glow green. They also do black, and I don't know what other colours, but yeah, I ain't really worried. But you know, I think they're fantastic. These would be good if these rotor clips would be good if that was just a little bit longer and I didn't have to buy the clip as well. Again, not a problem because I'm sure that I think someone said they work out like 12 pence each when you buy them, or these do, which is nothing really, but it's just more stuff you have to tie on and have. I carry enough rubbish in my box. Just right off the bat, right, what have I got in my box? That I don't. For instance, the false teeth. You know the ones that I found while I was bait collecting. If you ain't seen that video, you've got to watch that video because it was just me, T, and Dan, I think, just having an absolute laugh, picking stuff up off the beach, and we found these, and they've still got barnacles and sand. Hello, Bets. Come and say hello, mate. You just finished munching on that pig's ear. No? Right. Say laters. See you all on the next one. In a bit.